Hi everyone. Microsoft recently upgraded, if you want to call it that, Microsoft Word so that marginal notes work much differently than they did in the past. And they do not work nearly as well in an educational setting as they did before Microsoft decided to upgrade their program. So I need to show you how to work with marginal notes because it's much more complicated than it used to be. Okay, as an example, we'll work with the sample paper 1 narrative that we will be studying soon. Now, documents that I uploaded to Canvas before Microsoft destroyed this program will continue to use marginal notes within the Canvas program itself the way they used to be used. But as you'll see when you download the document, that's not true any longer. So let's take a look at the sample P1 narrative as it is uploaded to Canvas. If you look at it within Canvas, instead of downloading it, you will see that there are 5 marginal notes on the first page. And every marginal note has a line that connects the comment to the text that it refers to, which makes it somewhat easy to determine which part of your writing I'm referring to in the comment. Also, the marginal notes stayed anchored. In other words, they never moved. All 5 of them for the first page stayed in the margins on the first page. And no matter where you put your cursor and moved it, those comments did not move. They were anchored. Now let's download this paper and see what Microsoft has done to marginal comments. First, this is the same paper. Remember, there are 5 comments, and we see the bubbles for them. There are 2 there, actually. So there are 5 bubbles for comments. But let's look at the comments. There are 1, 2. Oh, where are the rest of them? One of the problems with what Microsoft has done is that the comments don't stay anchored in the margin anymore. Now that is necessary since they have screwed up the spacing so all of the comments for one page don't appear on that page. But unfortunately, it adds to the confusion. If you have your cursor within the body of the paper itself and you scroll, you move the paper and the marginal comments stay where they are. But if you put the cursor in the column where the marginal comments are and you scroll, the paper stays where it is and the marginal comments move. And that's not too confusing, is it? Yes, it is. Another problem is that, as you see, there are no lines that connect the comments to the text in your paper. Now, there are ways to determine what text it refers to, but they're more complicated than they used to be, and if you're colorblind, they could cause some serious problems. For example, if I put my cursor over this first comment, the text that it refers to within the body of the paper is highlighted blue, providing you're not colorblind. If you're colorblind, I don't know if you can see that at all, and there are no lines to it, so I'm not sure how that will work for you. Also, if you hover over the boxes, again, it will highlight, and you can click on that. That'll take you to the comment that refers to that text, if you're not colorblind. Another thing you can do, and this might work okay for colorblind students even, but this is going to be time consuming. You can scroll through the paper slowly, and when you run into something that has a comment, It will highlight, but you won't notice if you're colorblind, but then the note will appear directly above the text that it refers to. So that might help if you're colorblind. I will get in touch with our Disabilities Resource Center and ask them what we should do since this is messed up. And once I find out if they have any advice for us, I will post that advice to Canvas. So if you're colorblind, make sure you check in this section of our Canvas page that deals with marginal notes to see if there's a document about what to do if you're colorblind, because I will post that if I get any information to help you. I need to demonstrate to you another change that resulted from this upgrade. In the past, I had a series of abbreviations that auto-corrected to sometimes complete sentences when I just typed in a few letters. I use those a lot for the types of comments I need to make frequently, because anytime I have to stop and actually write something in a comment, that's going to break my flow of reading. And I want to make sure that I follow through on your focus, development, and organization so that I know exactly what you're doing. And the best way to do that is to not stop and write out long passages very often. But now autocorrect doesn't work in marginal notes. In fact, sometimes it is very counterproductive. Let me show you what I mean. Now, I'm just going to highlight random passages and make comments that don't apply to them, because I'm just trying to demonstrate the problem. I'm not trying to actually note difficulties with the paper. So I would highlight this, hit new comment, and in the past I could, for example, put in, and that would change to noun-verb agreement error. It doesn't anymore. Therefore, you need to work with that list of abbreviations that's posted to Canvas to determine what some of these marginal notes mean. Also, sometimes they change to something that is incorrect, and I usually do try to catch this. I might miss it, so I want to point out one problem you might run into. The abbreviation for comma splice is CMSP, and if I don't catch it, autocorrect works incorrectly, because if it works at all, it works incorrectly, and writes the word cusp. As I said, I go through, and most of the time I catch these and change them. But if you see cusp, that means comma splice. And I am going to try very hard to use abbreviations that doesn't lead to that kind of a problem, but I can't catch all of them all the time. So I'm sorry. And anytime you have any questions about a marginal comment, whether it's that you don't know what it says, you don't know what it means, or you don't know what to do, what it says you should do, oh, just email me through Canvas. In fact, if you have any questions about this course, you should email me through Canvas. Believe me, I want to help you. I really do. And I certainly understand how difficult working with these marginal comments can be now. I am really, really, really sorry about this. I cannot tell you how sorry I am. I am so angry at Microsoft for what they're putting my students through. That, I can't even talk about it. I'm so angry. Let me help you. Contact me if you don't understand a marginal note, if you are having problems figuring out how to work with them. If we need to, I can possibly even set up a Zoom meeting to work with you to help you with the marginal notes if I can figure out how to get everything to work. We'll do something. We'll do something to get this to work for you one way or the other. And I am really, 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 really sorry about this change Microsoft made. This has worked so well for years. And then, well, Microsoft just can't leave well enough alone. We would all be a lot better off if research and development departments at tech corporations would take the next 5 years off, even if they take it off with pay. Thank you so much for watching this video and working with me on this. And please don't forget, I want to help you. Email me if you have any problems working with marginal notes or anything at all in this course. Until we talk again, yeah, I know you have a lot of work to do and you have to work hard. But please make sure to take some time to rest and have some fun with your family and friends, because that's really important too.